Okay, let's give it another minute here. One more minute. Anyway, folks, want to thank you all for taking the time. Everybody's busy. Finding the time to get out for a little call like this is sometimes hard to do, but it'll be worthwhile. And there's a lot of excitement going on right now. And I want to appreciate you, few people that did come tonight. The nice thing about this is you have the opportunity to come on Thursday night and you can share this opportunity with some people. They can come and listen. Hey, at the end of the call, they can make their own decision. You're not going to hear hype. You're not going to hear a bunch of that stuff that you're accustomed to on a lot of calls. So, one thing I want to tell you is there's a million opportunities out there. Okay. A lot of promises out there, a lot of businesses out there that have a lot of challenges to them. And the point is, everyone promises success, but you got to look in the mirror and say, can I have success in this business? One thing you're going to hear tonight is you're going to see and hear a very, very doable business. You do not have to be a salesperson. You do not have to be a network marketer. All you got to be is somebody that can do two simple steps that you're going to hear about tonight. So listen, I'm not going to go on and on. I want to introduce a guy that is living proof of success. And one thing I can tell you right now, we're a team. We're going to be here for one another. Doug is a leader in this industry. He's a leader in this business, and he's here for us to lead us to where we all want to achieve. I'm not going to say any more, Doug, because I can go on and on. But ladies, folks that are here, let me introduce you to Doug, and he's going to show you our Co-op 20 business. Go ahead, Doug.
Oh, man. Thank you so much, Mike, for that introduction. Definitely in agreement with you and what you got going on, and being a part of this just makes this sweeter, because when you're doing this with friends and friends are doing it together, it just makes it more that much special. But I want to welcome everyone that's chiming on in. This is what I promise you. I'm going to keep these overviews short. My goal is to have this done in 15 minutes, and we'll open it up for, a couple of questions that we'll take, just maybe like 2 or 3 questions that we'll take at the end. But I really want to get through the information. This platform I've been a part of now for about 12 months. And what they've done, they've added a new division, okay, what I call the Believing Bank, because many people, we all know how to go out there and make money, and we've probably been a part of different businesses before that we got invited to. We got invited to Zooms and things of that nature. And, you heard a lot of things, you heard a lot of hype and maybe a lot of hoopla about certain levels of money that, that could be made. Well, here, there's not going to be no hype. I'm literally going to show you in the back office as we take a literal demonstration and just put the money right in front of you. And what I would just say, if you just believe your eyes, this is going to work for you. I'm not going to be up here talking about a rags to riches story. That's not what we do, but it is exciting. We're going to be talking about you guys receiving and scaling residual cash flow. It's going to be money that's going to be coming in independent of your involvement. Now, I do want to say this. We are not network marketing. We are not any type of investing. There's not going to be any 1%, 2%. There's not going to be gambling of anybody's money whatsoever. But you guys are going to be excited, because I believe anybody with this new division that's come into play, anybody that can literally fog up a mirror can do this and not be having no icky feeling about, putting this in front of others. Because, guys, this is going to be by far the simplest thing you're ever going to see that will allow anybody from any walk of life. Also, we have entities that are involved. And what I mean, we have churches that are involved with this. We have nonprofits. We have different fundraisers and foundations, corporations, nonprofits all over the world. We have schools and alumni and different businesses that have partnered with what we got going on. But I'm not going to belabor the moment. Let me jump right into the information. As I said, I'm only giving myself 15 minutes. So let me get on into the get on. And that way you guys can see what we're doing here, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, we're building a global cooperative bank, okay? A global cooperative cash flow producing bank, okay? It's called the Co-op 20 Global Bank. I'm just going to let a few more folks in here. And folks, we're delivering belief, as I mentioned. because we have different divisions that everybody scales to. That's going to allow you to receive more streams of cash flow, what we got going on. But we've created a price point of literally where you can get started for just $20 one time out of pocket. And as we are growing this global bank and expanding it all over the world, okay, and other people are opening up digital wallets, much like we've already been doing with PayPal, Cash App, and companies like that. But the money goes to those companies. They don't share it with us. As we grow this, okay, co-op bank, folks, the money comes to you and I. And so our bank pays the people as advertised. And so we're cooperatively heading up the global expansion of the world's first digital smart wallet, okay? And we're currently looking for strategic partnerships to divert the billions of dollars that already exist in the digital wallet space into our ecosystem. The result of partnering with us means predictable, scalable, residual cash flow for anyone and everyone and any entity as well from this day forward. And ladies and gentlemen, there is zero skill set needed, okay, to be a part of this. And what I love about that, what I absolutely love about that is when there is no skill set, folks, it eliminates anyone needing any level of influence. It eliminates anyone needing to convince or sell. We just cooperate. And just through strategic cooperation, folks, everyone here will start receiving and scaling to the cash flow that they desire, whatever that number may be, for whatever the reasons. It could be for charitable, personal, or business, okay? Gonna make a quick disclaimer that the information shared in this presentation is not to be considered as financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and I'm just merely sharing my personal experience with this incredible project. Folks, I want to introduce you to the Co-op Wallet. It is the world's first digital smart wallet that intelligently and successfully automates scalable residual cash flow. And we will demonstrate how completing our smart 2 steps that everyone is only doing just one time. Now, folks, I need that one time to fall on you and hit you like a ton of bricks. This is not an operation that's going to be contingent upon you having to do something over and over and over to make money here or cash flow. Folks, we're talking about you doing something just once and you receiving, independent of your involvement, anytime and every time and all the time, as this one-time execution that everybody just does cooperatively one time. You're not required to do it each month. You're only required to do it one single time. And it's going to open up you receiving ongoing residual cash flow that's sustainable and reliable, that will not only come in for you this month, it will come in for you next month, the month after that, and the month after that, okay? This is a literal plug and pay smart wallet, okay? Now, opening up wallets here pays us residually. Again, no skill set required. And we're just completing 2 smart steps one time. And so this is what's gonna happen, guests. Your inviter is gonna be sending you a $20 activation token, okay? You're just gonna cooperatively accept it. That's it. By cooperatively accepting, listen to this, you receive a cooperative wallet as well that provides you predictable and scalable residual deposits. But watch this. Simultaneously, as you cooperatively accept, your inviter plus 5 others prior receive deposits of residual income that scales cash flow to their cooperative wallet. So see, this activation not only is going to have your inviter receiving, but everyone else in the success line that came in prior to you did. Then step number 2, then guess you just strategically partner with 3 friends who will cooperatively accept a $20 activation token from you one time, who duplicate the same one time. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all. It's literally 2 steps, set it and forget it. And your 3 cooperatively do 2 steps, set it and forget it. And each and every time an account opens up, folks, is going to serve as scalable residual cash flow that's coming in this month, next month, the month after, with scale as this thing duplicates forward. So when one makes money here, ladies and gentlemen, 6 make money, okay? And again, $20 one time. And everyone have 3 do the same, one time. And so it's going to be about $20 plus exchange fees. It's going to be approximately about $30. You're going to receive residuals on all Co-op 20 smart wallets after you. And folks, we're not relying on any rotation or cycling. Literally, anytime an account opens, when it's one account, 100 or 1,000, and anywhere in between, you are receiving instant deposits that are going to be as residual cash flow. Now, how is it residual? Because everybody's doing a $20 a month subscription. Okay, but please understand this. Your 3 covers your monthly subscription. So you're not having to come out of pocket anymore. That's why we say one time. So everybody's 3 that they have coming after them not only increases everyone's cash flow, but it covers everyone's subscription as well. You're going to receive digital ownership rights, training and support, blockchain and crypto literacy, business education. But this is the one thing I want to highlight. No one gets left behind here, folks. This is not one of those ones, it's just the people at the top receive all the money. No, everybody receives the money here. And why be left out when no one gets left behind? And as I mentioned, your first 3 that you receive instantly from their activation covers your subscription of the $20 a month. The artificial intelligence is set up to where every Co-op wallet after you sends you deposits that are engineered to come residually month after month after month after month, folks. Let me show you how this unfolds. So this is you here. You're doing the $20, having 3 come behind you. How many times are you doing that? One time. That's why I put a 1X there. You instantly have money coming to your account. See that $sign? Now, not only did you receive, but your inviter just received, their inviter, their inviter, and their inviter just had an increase, independent of their involvement. Now, let's say one of your 3 is Doug. Doug's doing this how many times? One time. What happens with Doug? He instantly receives. But what else happens? You also receive more money instantly and simultaneously, independent of you working for it. Then Doug, let's say one of his 3 is a church. Church does this instantly. What happens? They receive instantly. They do $20 one time, they're going to have 3 come behind them. They receive, but watch this. It scales Doug's money and it scales your residual cash flow. Let's say a church has its church members come involved. Let's say one of those is Beverly. Beverly represents all the church members in the church. They're going to do it one time. What's going to happen? They instantly receive. What else happens? More money comes to the church. More money comes to Doug. More money comes to you, folks. This is all happening instantly. Beverly, let's say she brings in her brother. Brother's doing $20 one time. Also going to have 3 come right behind him. He instantly receives. Watch this. Beverly scales. Church scales. Doug scales. You scale. Have I said that you had to come back and do anything since you got involved the first time? No, I haven't. Were you required to bring in 4, 5, or 10? No. Everyone just has 3. Brother brings in a charity. Now understand, you, Doug, or the church may not have any affiliation with this charity. That's how this thing duplicates. So the charity does this, what? One time. They receive. But what else happens? Brother receives. Beverly receives more. Church scales more. Doug scales more. You scale more. Folks, this is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Again, we're just simply opening up an account, a digital wallet, okay? Having 3 others do the same, one time out of pocket $20. Well, approximately 30 with the processing fees and everything that's involved, okay? So guys, real quick, I'm just gonna show a real quick demonstration and then I'll literally be done. I'm gonna show you a little bit of the money and then I'll be out of your hair, I promise. So I created an account, a demo account, and I call it Your Inviter's Account. So pretend this is Your Inviter's Account. Now, even though this is a demo account, it literally functions like a live account functions. And I want you guys to see how instant the money comes. So this is Your Inviter's Account. So I'm gonna come down here and let's say you see you're at all zeros, right? Or your inviter's at all zeros. So let's say Mike Cerrone is opening up an account after him. I'm just using random information just for demonstration purposes, okay? So I'm just gonna do one account because guys, I want you to see that we're not having to rely on a certain number of accounts to open before money comes to us. So this is Mike Cerrone. That's gonna do a one-time out of pocket of $30. He's gonna open up an account and look what happens. Instantly. How long did it take money to get into Your Inviter's account? Folks, that is real money. That is not points. We're not MLM. That is not volume. We're not one of those binary matrices. Folks, that is real money, just like in your wallet or in your purse or in your pocket. But please understand, this is what makes this thing ingenious. Your Inviter was not the only one that made money, okay? Guess who else made money? His Inviter, their Inviter, 5 others also received an increase in their residual cash flow. Now, I want you to see this. I just don't want you to hear it. So I'm gonna copy Mr. Mike Cerrone, okay? Copy. I'm gonna come back here because I want this to stay on the money so you can see it right in front of your eyes. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to another window and I'm gonna log in as Mike's account that we just created. Go, hit sign in. Now, when I go into Mike's account, Mike's gonna be at all zeros because he's just starting. But you can see it says Mike Cerrone, it says his Inviter is Your Inviter's account. Just close down these windows. These windows pop up on a brand new account. I'm just gonna close them down. Say no there, no, okay. Close this box down, all right. See, it says Mike Cerrone now, right? Now, come down here, Mike's at all zeros. This is all the work that's involved, folks. So let's do CETA. CETA's business. 22 at coopcf.com. So this is as CETA is opening up an account and becoming one of Mike's 3, okay? When I add this account here, 98022, hit invite, I want you guys to see what happens here. So CETA opened up an account. Let's go back. Remember, Mike was at all zeros. Now look at Mike Cerrone's account. How long did it take money to get in his account? And ladies and gentlemen, did you guys see anything that was, you know, like building a ditch or building a bridge or doing hard labor? Did you see me doing any convincing or selling on this? Folks, we just put in first name, last name, email address, phone number. So if you can type and others can type, we're gonna do really well here. But I want you to see, Mike made money, correct? Let's go back over here to Your Inviter's account. You see they have the same predictable outcome. Let me hit refresh. And look what happens to Your Inviter. Folks, their money scaled, independent of their involvement, okay? So folks, it works as advertised. So let me go back to the presentation so we can close out here, okay? So I'm just gonna show you just a 5-day game plan with everybody doing their 2 steps is what we call it, that they're only doing one time. And let's say you do it in 24 hours. Literally what I just showed you in 2 accounts can be done in like 3 minutes, right? But let's say it takes people 24 hours. Now we got people that are doing a whole lot less than that. We have some that take maybe 3-4 days, whatever. But I'm gonna show you a 5-day game plan so you can see literally by this Saturday, or no, today's Tuesday, this Sunday, what kind of money you can be at residually. So look, you're gonna do it, okay? Within 24 hours, okay? You're gonna receive $24. This is you opening up an account and your three doing the same. Notice you're at $24 residually. Not only did you receive, 5 others just received an increase in their cash flow, okay? Let's say the next 24 hours, okay, your 3 do the exact same thing. Look, they received the exact same result. But as they were receiving $24, you received more deposits independent of your involvement that scaled your money to 33. There again, this is just with everybody taking 24 hours. Some people are doing it less than that. Let's say the next 24 hours, these guys do the exact same thing, nothing more. They just had 3 others come behind them and open up an account, $20 out, $30 out of pocket, excuse me. They received 24. As they were receiving money, watch this, they received more money, scaling them to 33. You receive more money, scaling you to 88. You haven't done anything else. Your 3 haven't done anything else. They have done their one-time execution. Now these guys here do their one-time execution. $24 to them. Scales their money to 33. Scales their money to 88. Scales your money to 193 in residual cash flow. That's 4 days from today. 5 days in, 24 to these folks. They're doing in their first 24 hours. Their money scales to 33. These guys' money scaled to 88. These guys' money scaled to 193. Your money scales to $443 in residual. I need you guys to get this. These are not one-offs. And as you can see, nobody's having to worry about a subscription anymore. So your business is self-sustaining itself, folks. There's more money on the table, okay? Where in 9 days with perfect duplication and everybody just doing it in 24 hours, okay? You can be at over $9,663 in residual cash flow. But I just want you to see everyone's heading in the same direction. No one's getting left behind. This is our cooperative bank. The people dictate and cooperatively govern this, folks. This is a choice. There's no chance of anybody, okay, not being successful, okay, just having people to cooperate, doing a one-time out of pocket of $30 and having 3 come behind them and do the same, okay? So that's gonna be it. We do have a 10X version that as your money scales, it upgrades you to the next division and you start scaling in cash flow in our next division, even while you're still receiving money in the co-op 20. We have a co-op 28, and we even have a co-op 280, folks. So you'll be receiving 3 streams of cash flow, all starting with just having 3 friends open up an account one time that everybody does, okay? Just one time. You don't have to come out any more money out of your pocket. You're not required to have 4 people or 5 people. Some people do because they see how this works and they tell everybody about it, right? So that's going to be it. We cash flow and scale together as advertised. This is real, folks. Let's cooperate. Open up your account. So you can simply reconnect with the partner that referred you. They will demonstrate how simple it is to open a free Co-op wallet account, and they'll share how instant the deposits come. Just send them your name, email address, and phone number. Buy your 3 tokens if you're going to be paying it forward to 3 that are going to duplicate one time. Immediately, deposits come to you, your inviter, and 4 others prior with absolute certainty every time. There's no gambling. So there's typically 2 questions, and we will take questions here. But sometimes people ask, the most frequently asked questions are, Douglas, is it 2 steps each month? No. It is 2 steps, one time. Douglas, can we refer more than 3? Yes, you can. And you'll be compelled to do so because you see how this works and it's going to impact so many people in their lives, businesses, and organizations as well. So guys, that'll be it. I'll go ahead and stop this here and open it up for any questions that anybody may have. Mike, if you want to entertain any questions, we entertain some questions.
If anyone has any questions, I want to say something. You're probably saying to yourself, man, he went through that. And it looks like, it's like the real deal is simply this in simple language. What you just seen, he showed you. Mike brings in Sita. Mike gets paid. Sita brings in someone. She gets paid. That person brings in someone. They get paid. It's really that simple. We're not talking about asking people for hundreds of dollars. We're not asking for them to go out and recruit a lot of people. This is very simple. My thing is, and I'll say this to you folks, a lot of people out there today with the cost of groceries, with the cost of gasoline, with the cost of housing, mortgages, everyone is looking for something extra. My goodness, I was talking to a person the other day. They got a mortgage of $1,800 and they got a social security income of 16. They need something if they want to keep their home. This is so easy. You may have been in another business before and the promises were all there. You're in charge of your success. Go out and find 3 people that want what you want. The 25, actually he uses 30 because if there's any extra charges along that path and sign up, if it costs 24, you'll have $6 in your wallet. We'll help you there. We're going to have calls Tuesday and Thursday night. So you know what? You don't have to explain it. Bring that guest here. Let them see it. You'll be living proof by the time you do that. All right. It's very, very simple to do. Everyone out there wants this. I don't think $25 or $30 has taken any milk, eggs, or bread off anyone's table, but it will change their life financially. And, I look at this call tonight, and I remember years ago in my first networking business, it was 2011. In my own little shop, I started inviting people to come to the shop. I think we had 4 people there the first night. We closed that night. We said, we're going to do it again next week. All 4 of you people, bring 1 or 2 people. All of a sudden, we had 8, 10 people there. The following week, 8, 10 turned into 20 something. The following week turned into 40 something. Guess what? I could no longer have it in my office. I had to get another place. Thursday night, we're going to have a call. Bring 1 or 2 people, bring 4 or 5. Let them see for themselves, maybe before they make a decision, what they want to do. I encourage everybody, if you have $20, $25, get back to the person that didn't invite you to this call. Get yourself involved with us and know that we're a team. Doug is a leader. He's been in this. I don't want to get into numbers, but I'll tell you what, he's made incredible money here. His living is made in this business. Yours can be coming in regularly in this business as well. Okay. So take advantage of knowing that you have a team to work with you. Anyone that's in your upline is there for you and will show you how to be successful. You got to want it though. You got to want to do it. And you want to make sure that the 3 people you bring in want to do it like you do. That's very important. But when they can see what Doug just showed you and they come to this call and see that, I think they'll be very impressed. On that note, there is anyone here, if you have a question, if you want to unmute yourself and go ahead and ask that question. Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up.
Now, Mike, I do see a question in the chat. I don't know if you want me to answer that question.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, because Francesca asked the question, what happens if someone doesn't bring their 3? That's a great question, and I like to answer it this way. Number 1, you probably already know certain individuals that they're not going to talk to anybody because if you maybe giving them $10,000, right? So we definitely maybe not invite those. Invite those that may be open-minded to receiving, and another way they could bring in some residual income or residual cash flow. They'll see how simple this is. But what I also want to say and point out, and I'm going to share my screen because I want you to see this. So I think this is important because maybe a lot of times people have been a part of things that involved, making money, I know a lot of people have been a part of like gifting looms or, you know, money flowers or whatnot. And I want to bring this here because, actually, let me go here first, right? Because many people think that I have to wait on a number of accounts to open before I receive money, okay? Now, even though this person here, your inviter's account, only has one account open, I want you to see this. Let's say the next person, who is Mike Cerrone, let's say he brings in another person, okay? So let's do Rob, actually let's do Felix, okay? Felix Business. So this is Mike bringing in a second person that was invited by the inviter, who only has one person at this point, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna put in this code here, this email address. Hopefully it hasn't locked me out, because typically when it's idle for a little bit, it locks you out automatically. Hopefully it hasn't done that. So this is Mike Cerrone adding a second person, okay? So you see, more money goes into Mike's account, right? Now your inviter, only not having three, they just have one thus far. But watch this, they still receive money. So even if you don't have your three yet, maybe you just have one or you have your two, you're still receiving money as your team continues to grow. Guys, that's powerful. Like typically you have to meet certain qualifications and have so many folks in. Even when you are just getting yourself active, there is opportunity for spillover. We don't really promote it, but yes, we do receive spillover because everybody can just have three to their front line. Anybody else that comes in has to fall under that, Francesca. So watch this. I'll open up another account for Mike. Let's do Eddie, okay? Eddie Smith. Eddie Business at coopcf.com. So this is Mike Cerrone adding a third person, okay? That's happening beneath his inviter in this example, okay? Add this account. Watch what happens. Mike Cerrone received money again. But not only did Mike Cerrone, even though your inviter has only opened up one account, like watch this, the inviter still only has one person. That's Mike Cerrone. And I'm coming, let's go back to the dashboard. Watch how your inviter's money has upgraded again. Even with just having one person. Now we want everybody to get their three. Here's the deal. If you show 5 people, 5 to 10 people this dashboard, you should have no problem getting 3 people to do a one-time out of pocket of $30. And then they have 3 to do the same. Because what's going to happen is you, Francesca, and your friends are all making money. How powerful is it when all of you guys together are able to show everybody else that we all are making money? See, it's different if it was just you by yourself. But remember, when you receive, 5 other people receive. How impactful is it when Mike is showing the money he's made? Felix is showing the money he's made. You know what I'm saying? And it don't have to be millions of dollars. People just need to see, does it work for everybody? Yes, it does. I hope that answered the question, Mike.
In one comment, I want to add to that. If you notice, when you bring in one person, you joined, you came in, I mean, $20 plus your fee, somewhere around 24 to 30 with a little change left over in there. Okay, let's just call it 30 like Doug does. When you came in, the minute you bring one person in under you, you got $11.75. When the other person come in, you got $23. When you got 3 people, you're 35. You are in profit with 3 people. You are in profit with 3 people.
Now, let me just say this. Now, that dashboard was the Co-op 28, okay? Now, in the Co-op 20 dashboard, you'll receive $8. So 8 times 3, that'll be 24 on your first 3.
Forgive me, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But it still covers your subscription because your subscription in the Co-op 20 is only $20. So the idea, guys, is we don't want you to come out of pocket anymore. We don't want your three to have to come out of pocket anymore. We don't want their friends to come out of pocket anymore. We don't want theirs. But think about what's happening even as everybody's getting their subscription covered. It's opening up more accounts that's still scaling everybody else's residual cash flow. I'm sorry, this thing just, it gives me goosebumps every time I think about it. And again, everyone does this one time, have three. Everyone has three come after them. That's only required to do this one time. There are also people you may even want to partner with. There's nothing wrong with partnering with one another and working as a team. So those that do this are people that like to help and work with other people, okay? Because as we work together, helping others, it grows everybody's cash flow, and nobody gets left behind. And the
I have a
money.
question.
Who's that? Beverly. Yes, ma'am.
Beverly. Yeah, since I was on that little list, I'm gonna go ahead and ask a question. So I think, first of all, I think this is brilliant. I'm surprised I hadn't heard of this like years ago when they were doing all these other, programs and stuff. I'm already sold. I'm in 100%. Now, this is my only concern. Because it is so good and it's, it can make a lot of people money. My concern is the government. Is there some kind of way that they could deem this as a pyramid scheme or something? And I don't care if it's a pyramid or not, because it looks like it's making good money for everybody. But my concern is, okay, the government coming in and doing some nonsense to try to shut it down because it's benefiting people.
Yeah, not at all. They can't shut us down because of what we are. First of all, our digital wallet is an actual product, and it's a decentralized wallet. Okay, so this is actually hedging against anything that the government can do, because they are creating things that they're sucking people into, like the CBDC and the Fed now, because they want to control that. They want to bring people into that centralized environment. Okay, now I like to have a sidebar conversation with you because I'm gonna get a little technical, but I don't want people to feel that you have to know all these technical things. That's what blockchain is doing for us as a people. Where other people are probably painting a black eye, a lot of these big companies on blockchain. No, guys, blockchain was here for the people so we can have our own ecosystem hedging against everything that's trying to control us and our ability to make money and transact. There's nothing more powerful than a cooperative. That's us bringing our economic value together and we all share in it. So the government won't be able to touch us on this one. Hallelujah.
Awesome. I have one more question.
Sure.
Like I said, I'm sold, and I have a group of people that, I work with and I deal with that I'm sure they would be happy to be along with it.
Yes,
But like the question earlier, if one person from my three is not inviting anybody, but I have one person on there that's overzealous and inviting millions of people, does it balance out? Or is it best to put some of those people from that one person that's overzealous onto the one person that's not getting anyone? Or does it matter?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how you want to do that. We can have a sidebar conversation on that as well. But what you want to do with your first front line, you want those to be, I mean, if you know they're going to go out there and knock this thing out, go ahead. With those that they're probably not going to do anything, okay? You may want to put them above you, and that way they can earn from what you guys do, if that makes sense.
It does. Okay, thank you. This is awesome.
Oh, you're so welcome. Glad to have you aboard. Look forward to working with you, Beverly.
Glad to be aboard. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, thank you, Beverly. You sound it was nice to come to a call, see it, and we learn more and more. This is why we're gonna be there every Tuesday and Thursday night. And you know what? It's fun to be there. It's fun to see it. And each and every night there'll be more people here learning. It'll be exciting. There'll be some stories. We're already seeing it happen right now. So Beverly, thank you for coming, and we're glad that you enjoyed it. On that note, we wanted to keep it at 15 minutes, our first call. Something must happen to Clifford, our meet and greeter. But if there's no more questions, listen, we're going to be here Thursday night. Bring a guest or two. Same bat time, same bat channel. and we'll have some fun. Doug, I want to thank you for leading the way you always do. And if you have someone that's bringing you in this business, you have a couple questions, please reach out to your the person. And if they can't do it, I'll be more than glad to get on a call. And by golly, so will Doug. That's a great thing about true leadership. So on that note, if anyone wants a recording or something,
I got a quick question.
go ahead, Dan.
People aren't seeing raised hands. Okay. I think part of our safety is the price. We're keeping it kind of below the table, so to speak. $30 activates the whole ball of wax, and we haven't even seen the whole ball of wax yet. But it's the two steps. Enroll yourself and find 3. Double up on it and make sure you got your 3 good ones. Put a couple more in.
That's simple. A 5th grader can do it. Great comment. Go ahead.
Is that not correct?
No, that's absolutely
the cost is
correct.
below what they're even looking for.
Yes. Yeah.
That's one safety valve. The other one's the pay structure. It's coming out of crypto.
Yes, we do make the transactions with crypto. People can use a debit and bank card as well too. So
2 safety nets built in.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Well, Dan, we don't want to hold anybody too much longer. We're going to come back again on Thursday, and guys, bring your folks. Those that you want to put in front of this, hey, we'll be back Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, or excuse me, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock my time. See, I'm getting confused too, Mike. It's all good. So, guys, I would like to conclude every time we come together. We just don't want to see you at the top. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys. Seriously, this is real. Cash flowing, okay? And also over the top. We cash flow together. Let's do it together, guys. No one gets left behind. Take care. God bless you.